We filming right now?
Oh, yeah.
I don't focus on me. Who cares about me? Like so I heard people unbox things on the internet. They like to open boxes. Is that a real thing?
Apparently.
All right. Well, should we open this box of Leviathan we've got here?
Maybe, yeah.
Yo, it's Enrico from Drawbridge Games, and I'm here with Rafiq from Swolehammer, and we're gonna open this Leviathan box. You've all seen the painted models, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. People like to see boxes opened on the internet.
Yeah, one thing to note is that this is like 5 pounds of plastic plus book.
It is also one of those for what it's worth. Not that people care about the box, but it's one of those nicer GW boxes. It doesn't feel flimsy, you know. Boom. All right, there you go.
You get the picture again.
Hang that up. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of sprues of plastic. Where do we want to start? So we want to start. Here's our chunky boy dreadnought, Volvo, boxy but good.
So this is like literally 20 sprues probably.
Oh my god, it is a lot.
Like,
this is one of those Kingmaker pieces. This is the Screamer Killer right here. These Terminators are definitely, I'm almost certain that they're bigger. I'm sure somebody's already commented on that, but I think they are. They look really big and chunky, which is kind of exactly what you want in my opinion.
oh, that's the point of Terminators. You just want bigger.
So we got two of the heroes here. We got the Terminator hero, and we got, this looks like the Prime.
The winged Tyranid Prime, yeah.
Yep. We got a sprue for, these are the, whatever they're called now. They used to be called Lictors. Van Ryan's boys.
I like all the Tyranid models, but that name is terrible.
Yeah. We've got agreed on that. Stern Guard, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw, was the Veteran on here too? Primaris Lieutenant, I mean? Might be on, yeah, like I think, because the Primaris Lieutenant has all the Tyranid salvage bits.
Oh yeah.
So he's on. That's interesting that they're packaged together, though. That's kind of an interesting thing. So this might not be the final like Stern Guard box if they do a Stern Guard box. This might be something particular for this.
That's true.
These guys are one of the marine units that I'm super looking forward to. I love flamethrowers in all miniature games, and all flamethrower units are awesome. I think Salamanders players are especially going to like these guys.
Be huge for them.
Yeah, this is, I mean, if I was a Salamanders player, this is the sprue I'd be looking forward to the most. And just in general, I just think they're cool.
Yeah.
And it fits the theme of the box really well because the horde of Tyranids.
The bug hunt.
Yes, it really fits the bug hunt theme.
Yeah, and I'm not huge into Space Marines, but we talked about this earlier that you said that was one of the things they were missing. One of the few things Space Marines was missing was flamers.
Yeah, kind of like of the Primaris Marines, I should say.
Yeah.
Like the, you know, there are Primaris squads equipped in a number of different ways, but having ones that all have like flame weapon auto. I love anything that auto hits because my dice rolls are the worst.
Says everyone. These are gaunts.
You got your gaunt sprues with Ripper swarms. We've got, this is the
new gaunts.
Yeah, I love these little guys. Like I said, they're really weird looking, but I really like them. The little baby gaunts.
One thing I have to point out, it's interesting to see that they look like only a couple pieces each.
Yeah, and once again though, they're on a sprue now. I'd imagine this would be easy enough that if they're going to package these as separate units, you can package this one and package this one separately. But I'm just saying it's interesting they're together. Though I would point out they don't seem to share parts, so I'd assume that this is just they printed them this way. But I could totally see these getting packaged by themselves. I'm kind of looking at this and wondering what is a specific to this box release and what is this is going to be a mainline thing that we put in a unit box by itself. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they said at some point that both halves are going to come out as new combat patrols, which is cool. Mm-hmm. So you'll at least have an opportunity outside of it to get these models.
Like for example, the range dread, because this only seems to have one weapon option, I would assume that even though this is all sprued together, this probably isn't going to be packaged like this individually. Whatever's going to be packaged with is probably going to have more options.
That's a good point. The Leviathan book.
Yeah,
which is
looks
huge.
great. You know, they do all the separate lore stuff. Here we go, and then into the rules section, of course.
It's a beautiful book. I mean, it's really high quality.
They do a good job. My only complaint, and like, you know, I like to be real when we do these things, is like, to me, my old man eyes, they always pick a font that's too small. Like I literally would like this book to be twice as thick and like the font to be twice as big, but that's just I'm getting older and it just makes it harder. So there's your instructions, the ubiquitous marine transfer sheet. You get it might be a different one for this particular box, but we over. If you've been playing this hobby as long as I have, you've got a gazillion of these. This is the new push that decide the fate of the world thing. So there's going to be this is like a global type event type of thing.
The global campaign.
Yep. So that's cool.
Hyper cool.
Yep. I'm excited about that.
I want to see
this is going to be a thing.
Oh, the cards. Yeah.
Here's all the way to play card thing, and they're nicely done.
I mean, they introduced these in Kill Team at the end of 2022, and they're a huge hit. They just didn't print enough of them, but this looks amazing. This is what you want.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm sure we're not saying anything that hasn't already been covered on the internet. I'm not 100% sure what the card size on these because I didn't bother to look, but it looks like they are going to fit into Gamegenic Tarot size sleeves, which is great. If they actually picked a card, because GW also sometimes has a bad habit. As much as I love GW, like I said, we call it like it is. GW does occasionally have a bad habit of picking weird non-standard card sizes.
It's because they're British.
But this looks like it's going to fit those tarot sleeves. And the other thing is, with the cardboard taken out and punched, you might be able to actually get these back into the box sleeved, possibly, because this space was taken up by...
Oh, good point. Yeah.
So that'd be great if that was the case. That would be super ideal, because the box is cool. You kind of want to use the box.
One thing that's interesting is that, kind of like you said with the Dreadnought having one loadout, all these bases have the holes, so it's they're all kind of monopose models.
Yeah, and that's that's been a GW push for a while. I think it bugs people sometimes, but honestly, the older I get, the more I appreciate it because it makes assembly so much easier. Yeah. And for me, I'm a painter more than I am. I know some people like to assembly, and I do a lot of custom jobs too. We'll cover an army later on that I did that's all custom, but a lot of times, especially if you're going to be bringing a lot of troops, sometimes it's nice to just be able to assemble it and get it done. I would say, look, I'm biased. I sell this stuff for a living, but I would definitely say I think the box is an incredible value. This stuff looks super quality. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to agree. I think Leviathan definitely hits it out of the park. The rules are exciting. The models are great. Even someone like me who doesn't really care about Space Marines, I think they're cool for any Space Marines people. I love the Tyranid models. I think the refresh is amazing. But yeah, I mean, the absolute insane amount of value here, it's hard to deny. I mean, because it's not like you get 70 models and they're all gaunts. They're you get 70 models. And this is a ton, as I'm trying to really highlight, this is a ton of models.
And once again, it goes back to, if you're a painter of any sort, if you really enjoy the hobby of this, a whole thing, these are not dull models. These are some nice, exciting new models. And like I said, even though the Terminator design is a throwback to the original Terminator design, the quality of the Terminators is super nice. Yeah. So even though you're kind of getting some old designs, you're getting a new twist on them because they're bigger. They're resculpted. They look nice. They're going to be in some poses. They put the teleport Homer, which I think is really cool. Which they show in that video they did where it lands and opens up and calls the Terminators down, which is super cool. So you get kind of an idea of, if you read the fiction, you know this, but if you get kind of an idea of how that teleportation works and stuff.
Yeah, well, that is Leviathan. As you can see, there is a ton of product, lots of bang for your buck. As always, I am Rafiq with Swolehammer.
Hey, what's up? I'm Enrico from Drawbridge Games.
And as always,
stay swole!
give the flex.